What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Toy Talk. With me, as always, we got the dancing machine, Toy Addict 17. How you doing, buddy? Danny Darko.
What Danny Darko is in the house. What's going on, Chris?
How's it going, man?
Doing well. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Clint Tastic 4 right below me. How you doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic.
Yeah. And Unworthy Collector.
Ew.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm not doing as well as I was 10 minutes ago after just hearing Clint say "ew." That's pretty fucking rude.
You're getting too cocky. I had to take you down a peg.
He wasn't saying rude. He wasn't saying "ew" last week. He was blowing smooches right back.
It's true.
You know what you did.
Well,
Sorry,
welcome.
I'm late.
No, it's all good. Welcome, gentlemen. It's good to see everyone. How's everyone doing?
Right.
Can't
Hey,
complain.
Today was a beautiful day. It was Monday.
It was.
In Massachusetts, we celebrate Patriots Day. And on Patriots Day, we have the Boston Marathon. It's Marathon Monday. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year, especially when it's a beautiful day. So we got the girls and I got the bikes. We rode down to the marathon.
Nice.
And we cheered people running. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
It's always fun to cheer the people running, and then we rode our bikes all over the place because the roads were closed, so it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
It was awesome. Got some fried dough. Haven't had fried dough in a long time. One thing I did see, have you guys had a fried Oreo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're heavenly.
I've never had a fried Oreo, and I don't understand. It was like this big. Like it was huge. It was like bigger than an Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that we usually do them is you take pancake batter.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Like a funnel cake batter, whatever you.
Funnel cake. That's what they probably used. But anyway, the fried dough was delicious. Then we hopped on our bikes. Then rode up the hill.
After having a funnel cake, you got to ride the bike.
Yeah, you got to ride the bike. You do, yeah. But what have you guys been up to?
I had today off because I have a long week and working next weekend. So I was being lazy today. Organized some cards. Had softball game for my daughter. That's about it.
You got some new swag though, right?
I did. Yeah, I was going to show them off from DragonShield.com. They are card sleeves.
Nice.
That's cool. Hold on. That's cool.
Nice.
So, like, your cards go in there. I just put him in there for.
Nice.
So you got that
100 of them.
You just got that made?
Yeah, I was looking them up on. I was looking up card sleeves, and because I was listening to this podcast, and they were talking about how everybody would have to use sleeves in this one tournament. And I was like, where can you just get custom ones? And I found this website, DragonShield.com, and just submitted my own art onto it, and then boom, 100 of them.
So you have how much to buy one from you? Because I was just thought of an idea. I have a non-artistic photo of your photo. And that would be great as a Pokemon card. I just thought about it. I was like, man,
I'll send you one.
Awesome. There you go. I think that would be dope. Get it graded.
I think that's very fitting.
Get it graded and put it around my neck like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
I'm really excited for you to pass those out.
Yeah. I mean, I've got something perfect to be sticking in them at Legion's Con this year. I don't know if I can. It's too early to tell, but remember how we were talking about maybe doing some Pokemon cards of ourselves?
Oh my god!
Well, I reached out to Pokemon, and guess what they told me? They said that's a stupid idea and we're not doing it. I was like, all right, well, forget that. I'll just make my own. And I started making my own toy. And only we got to trademark them as Toy Talkie Mom.
I was super
Totakimon?
excited.
Okay,
You
I
got
like
good
that.
news. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I was like, really? So just be sure you include. I wrote this last one. Hey man, Chan. Pico Rican. Barakachu. Bariquachu.
Well, as a matter of fact, we have our very first proof here. I don't know if I can share without permission.
Oh, jeez.
You usually do.
Where did you get this?
We have the artist proof of the Pico Rican card here.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is so awesome.
Oh,
where did you get this?
I designed it.
You made this?
Oh,
yeah, man.
Oh, that is so cool.
How did you do this?
I can't tell you exactly. I can't give my my artistic secrets away.
This is incredible.
Sunglass is fucking awesome.
This is so awesome.
Dude, I love this. Look, yeah, we need this in like foil.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there'll be a hollow foil and then there'll be a silver foil.
Jabber. I freaking love this.
Oh, wow. Is this what? Wait. Is this why you asked me the other thing? Or is that for something else? Okay.
No, it's for this, but it's I don't have that one done yet. This is the only one that I was able to finish up.
That is so dope. Man.
You got a little electric chancla here.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I need this like in a shirt. I need this like on a shirt like today.
That's amazing.
That is dope. Yeah.
So hopefully come Legion's Con, we'll have some of these made up, printed up, and able to have ourselves a Toy Talkie-Mon battle.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Man, that is so good. I can't. Oh man, can't wait.
Working diligently. The rest of them are still to come. Don't worry, I'm getting.
Wow. Yeah, dope. You're a man of many talents. Jeez.
Oh, excuse me.
It would be hilarious if, like, really just Clint did all of them, and then you were just saying, "Yeah, I spent all day doing this."
No, I had nothing to do with that.
All right, I was looking at Clint's face.
Clint actually brought me down to earth because I thought it was really good, and I gave him a teaser of it yesterday. And not even a response. It just showed red. Left me on red. I was like, "Oh, damn."
Oh, I know that feeling. Not by Clint.
Oh man, that's dope.
You guys get any pickups?
I got a few. I picked up a few things. So
yeah, let's see.
I left work early on, what was it, on Saturday? So I was supposed to go pick up my my Mescal turtles, but I didn't want to have something come up, so I couldn't do it. So I ended up just going to this toy store and then picking up some stuff. So I picked up these Bandai. They're like they articulate a little bit, but these are pretty dope. I got Gigon. I got Mecha Godzilla. These are pretty dope. These are like they're like a rubber type. I don't know what kind of material this is.
Yeah.
But they don't, they scale okay. I mean, you could take photos of them, but they're really cool. I got these two, and then I got this one as well. This dragon one. It's pretty dope.
Is that the one that flies?
I think so.
Yeah. There was like a lizard one that flies.
And then my that same day my 2014 Kong from Haya showed up. So this one's pretty dope.
Oh, nice.
So I'm excited. I took it out the box, and I really love how they all scale really well with each other. Like, this is supposed to be a smaller version of Kong compared to the one in like King of the not King of the Monsters, Kong versus Godzilla in the new movie. So when you put this next to the other Kong with the axe, it's really small. So I could see why. So
why is that? Because he grew.
Well, because he grew. So apparently the little monkey in the newer movie is supposed to be taller than Kong in this movie. So so I like how they all like they make them scaled well with each other. Where like Ghidorah like towers over all of them. So I'm assuming Shimu when he releases is going to be a lot bigger if you put her on all like on both legs up and stuff. But it's pretty dope. It comes with bunch of hands, a tree. You can hold on to it. You could like pair it with the skull crawler, which is pretty dope. Other than that, that's all I got. And then, like I said, I got the Mescal turtles. I just don't have them in hand right now.
Got it. How about you, Unworthy?
I didn't pick up anything since last week. Nothing at all.
You were too busy making Pokemon cards.
Yeah, well, that and arguing with the trademark company and having to do all this nonsense with this Toy Addict 17 fan club president.
Yeah,
I was just lots of legal work going on this week.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
no, he's serious. I believe him. I believe everything he says.
That's serious. I tried getting it trademarked. I got the news Thursday afternoon that it was already trademarked to somebody.
Yeah.
Two of them, both of them, Toy Addict 17 fan club and Toy Addict Addicts. They were both already trademarked.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. The guy's coming on the show Thursday. He's going to be on the show.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
To
Apparently, I
talk
have
about
a fan.
We're gonna have a
Does he know
Danny
Danny?
packed off. Yeah, oh yeah, he's a big fan of Danny.
No, stop. Really?
I'm telling you the truth. As honest as the day is long.
So wait, hold on. Hold on.
I have no clue who it is. I have no clue of anything. This is gonna all come to me as a shock.
So someone trademarked it.
Yeah.
Not just because like it sounded cool, because they knew Danny.
I've become Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard.
Yeah.
and ironic and how ironic that Mr. Kevin Unworthy is Kevin Costner in my
He's your
story.
Kevin Costner.
He's my Kevin Costner.
So after that shocking development, I was like, holy crap, I got to double down and get in.
Sorry, Unworthy, you're freezing on me.
Freaking I gotta get it.
Sorry.
He's
Else
talking to
related
Frank.
to Danny and
Oh man, this show.
Right. So, anyways, I was just looking up on the patents and trademark resource site, and I'm sensing some tomfoolery.
Okay. You don't see it?
Stop being ill.
Sorry, yeah, Kevin, Unworthy, you totally cut in and out in the middle of your rant. So
Well, I'm glad you're back.
I'm sorry.
yeah, no, it's okay.
I've been having some real bad internet issues out here.
Oh good. Oh good. Well, I did some pickups. I recently had this guy like in the basement, and I was like, you know what, I'll just open him up. And then I was like, oh, this is a rabbit hole. I sold all of my Dragon Ball Z stuff years ago to Realm of Toys.
Mm.
And then I saw this on Amazon. And I was like, I need this one.
That looks
So I picked up this guy.
nice.
Mezco Monday. I won it recently, and my Robin came in. So really excited. Thank you, Mezco.
I heard good things about that Robin.
Yeah, it's a good Robin. And I don't know if any of you are fans of Shaolin Soccer, but it's a really great. Maybe we'll watch in a movie night one day.
Good movie.
But I got the Shaolin Soccer as a third-party figure of Stephen Chow, who's he was in Kung Fu Hustle. He's the director and star. But it comes in this cool DVD box, right?
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like so cool. You
Did the
open
movie
it.
have a lot to do with DVDs? Or?
No, not really. But
That's dope.
so it has the figure right here,
Oh crap, that's dope.
and then it has all these cool backgrounds
Nice.
that I'm really excited to use too. So.
What
I
company
feel
is that
like
again?
that's a perfect third-party answer to the VHS packaging.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I don't know what company this is. It was just some third party.
Oh,
So super excited for that one. And yeah, that's about it. That's all. That's all I had. I opened up my Jabba Toys Chun-Li. She's
nice.
awesome. This is man, I don't know. Jada does an amazing job. They
I
do a
don't know,
really
man.
great job.
Those SH ones look really, really cool.
I know they do, but for
They're for
but for
25
$25,
You
this
can't
thing
beat
is
that.
awesome.
Can I say that I just opened this Kong and they've already improved? It has like butterfly joints and everything. The other Kong doesn't have none of that.
Oh,
It has like butterfly joints, double elbows, I believe, and like he's pretty dope.
well, he looks great.
Yeah, this head sculpt is really dope right here. This is the one I'm gonna switch him to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, really, really dope. All right, Hi, I see what you're doing.
I see you, Haya
I see you, Hi, and Jada Toys.
and Jada. Well, let me. There's a lot of toy news this week,
Mm-hmm.
or specifically today.
Yes.
So let's see what some drops were. So, Marvel 85th Marvel 85th anniversary figures came with new packaging, which you were describing to me before. I didn't see the presentation
Yeah.
today,
Mm-hmm.
but you said it's kind of like a mix of the new with a window, right?
It kind of looks like that. I mean, I may be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me.
The big difference with it is that it's pretty much just rectangular. It doesn't have like those grooves that the normal packaging has. If that makes any
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Kind of like
That's-
the new movie line that just came out that they re-released
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah. Yep, I know exactly. So what we got here, a whole new re-release of Superior Spider-Man, one of my favorite Spider-Man stories, and I'm gonna grab like 5 of these.
Nice. Your army build. There you go.
Army build. Ghost Rider with
With-
the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
This looks
Now, you suppose is that going to be Danny Ketch or is that Johnny Blaze?
That's Johnny Blaze. Danny Ketch, isn't there a blue?
I thought he had that more like crotch rocket looking bike like that.
Oh, it might be Danny Ketch. I don't know.
Seeing that Ghost Rider kind of gives me hope that they're eventually.
Oh, you're right. It is Danny Ketch.
They're gonna release the car at some point. Just the car. They're not gonna release the.
But
I
it's
feel
not
like
gonna. It's not gonna be the car though.
It's going to be a Build-A-Figure set.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a plastic one, not like the metal.
Fudge.
Yeah, no, because that it goes back in the vault. They won't release that.
Oh my god.
This
Thanks,
this,
guys.
this 2-pack looks incredible.
2-pack looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm stoked about the brass knuckles that Cage comes with.
Oh
yeah. Kind of want these right there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Bad son of a gun.
Now this Miss Marvel, I have this one. Wow, look at that head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The improvement from the previous one, night and day. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
other
have
one
the
wasn't
3-pack.
bad either.
Yeah, that 3-pack was a Target exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
I bet
She looks
Clint
great.
gets this. I bet Clint.
I might.
Yeah, this is a great one.
You got it for the iconic Rogue and Miss Marvel.
But that's why I got the other one. So it's like,
Yeah, but this is a step up. Come on, Clint. You got to have it.
there's some figures I don't that I need to step up with more than other figures, and
Fair enough.
Scar.
Nice.
I think this was the only one I was like, I'll pass on this one.
It looks like they used the Amadeus Cho body.
They might. Yeah, you're
'Cause
right.
He's not as big as the like the 80th or whatever anniversary of Hulk. What was that? I thought that was 80th. Wasn't that an 80th anniversary?
Yeah,
Could've been.
but this is 85th.
85th.
Oh, right.
So pretty cool. Now this one I'm super excited about.
Mm.
Ooh, look at that. The eyes look amazing. Oh, you can change that. You can swap the eyes out.
Yeah,
Nice.
one of them has like the cityscape reflection in them, and one's just a regular head.
Whoa, that's a game changer for Spider-Man. Yeah, this is a cityscape. Wow, that's cool.
It does look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
looks good. Astonishing. We got astonishing wave for Wolvie. That looks good.
Are those shoulder things attached to the butterfly joints?
Probably. Clint, are you gonna get these?
Undecided. Because I kind of got the hot.
Didn't you just get like 5 Wolverines?
I know.
Astonishing.
Well, like I kind of used the hot claws version as the astonishing, just switch out the claws. But I'll probably end up getting this one.
Looks good.
Yeah. But then we still have more Wolverine packs coming this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
What other ones?
They haven't said which ones, but I know there's besides like not including the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. I think there's still going to be some Wolverine 50th figures coming. So maybe even a brown suit a brown suit update.
That would.
Oh, I want a brown suit update.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Clint, though, because I got one Wolverine and I've never bought another one because it's the one I don't need. He looks the same just about every one. Why do I need another?
Let me go to my spreadsheet and see how many Wolverines I have.
Yeah, please. I do want to know. Now this one dropped last week or 2 weeks ago, and people got them this weekend. This is a cool 2-pack, especially one if you've backed the HasLab, which I did. So really, wow, what an amazing. Comes with a lot. Those head sculpts look great. I have to say, Marvel Legends has been knocking their figures out of the park as of late. This is a great 2-pack.
I like the one hand sculpt that Hank Pym's got, where it's like kind of like this. That's the why you always make me shout at you hand sculpt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what
he's about to full clock that woman. You could tell. Look at his face.
I mean, that's what he's been known for in the comics.
Yeah.
Just 19.
Just 19 Wolverines. That's it. Oh, no big
deal.
They didn't show. You didn't show it, but I'm really pumped for the Wolverine and Deadpool movie because they announced a bucket that's going to be more controversial.
I don't think that bucket you're talking about is official. I think someone
it needs to be official because I want both.
I mean,
like there's no need to get the Dune one because I want both of these. Did you see the buckets?
I've not seen the buckets.
They are so good.
Can I show them?
If he's talking about not getting the Dune one, that should tell you something.
Listen, I don't need the Dune one. I need both of these.
Hold on, look out.
I'm gonna take them to Legion's Con with me. I'm gonna get my own hotel. They're great. They look. I hope it's real. I hope they make them.
Danny and I are sharing a room. He'll
think they were going to.
He'll be like, "Hey, can you go for a walk around the hotel for a little bit?"
Right, here,
they're great. Oh, they're fucking great.
Are these them?
Yeah. They need to like release these. You know how quick they're gonna sell out. I'm probably gonna buy all of them. They're so dope. They're so dope.
Like I bet they do something ridiculous, like try to be on Dune level, but
yeah, it's dead. I mean, it fits the marketing. I mean, it's Deadpool, right?
Like it's any movie, yeah.
Yeah, like for him to like bring that up, like it even adds value to the Dune one. Like the fact that you would mention the Dune. Now I know that's gonna be impossible to get, but like to get that one, I want both of them. I want both of them. They're dope.
I'm really looking at this thing. Wait,
like how do you eat the popcorn out of it like this?
Oh my god!
So they're like
so great. Oh man!
So
you can seal it. You seal it and you eat it normal, and then that's where you put your drink in the bottom. I'm just saying.
Okay. That makes even less sense.
They look great. Oh man, the hunt begins. Please, out of all things. Please, out of all things, just please do this for me. Do this for me, Cinemark. Somebody do this for me.
Diggs says, I thought they were fake, but I saw an IGN post, so I'm not sure. No Chewing thinks they're real.
If anybody sees these two at a store, I know get your own, but please, if you could help your brother out, help me out. I need
What's up?
What's up, Alberto? I'd send them to you. I don't want that.
Oh yes.
Because I know there's going to be a night where I'm just like hammered drunk looking at that popcorn bucket going, wow.
You know, if you find them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cash app you some money. I was like, here, buy yourself a set. Get yourself a set also. Oh yeah, they look great.
I swear it's just butter stains on the
bottom. Oh, I want them. This is gonna be a talk.
Well, let's say out of the chat, KJ, what's up, buddy?
What's up, KJ? We're just on the show on Highly Postable with KJ and the fellas on Friday night. It was pretty fun.
Nice. Diggs Figs, you know us very well. Hopefully the toy show I watch about movies doesn't get sidetracked by Legends of Nails. 88, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
And I said earlier, but Alberto Morales, what's up, buddy?
What's up? Danny's acting. Look at him.
Oh, Danny.
Or he's really frozen.
Yeah, he's definitely frozen. Yeah. Danny, should I take you off? I'll take you off, buddy.
Get him out of
here. Yeah, and if can, yeah, I don't know where he is. Oh, he's off. So toy reveals, we got some pickups. I don't know, guys. I'll be honest, like I've been thinking about this movie all day.
It's a mind I want to tell you the very first note that I wrote down as I watched it the first time. The very first note. I forgot that I am way too ADD to be able to do all the smart thinking it takes to understand this.
Well, I don't know if it's that, but so for those of you, we're gonna review and talk about Donnie Darko for our movie of the month, and I will say that this was a movie that I watched a lot post college and like end of college, and I'd watch it like once a week at least. It was one of my favorites. Really? I loved it a lot. But I hadn't seen it in like 10-15 years, so we all watched the director's cut.
Like that emo hair, like with
the I mean, his was just a short cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even like, I wouldn't say it was an emo, but yeah.
I could just see like younger Chris wearing like almost like the Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3, where it's like, I'm going home to watch Johnny Darko. Guys.
That was 8th grade, Toy Father. Oh man, where's Danny? I know he really wants to talk about this. Yeah, he'll be on. But yeah, I watched this, and then there were so many things that I totally forgot, like Seth Rogen. That was a big one. Forgot that he was in here. And
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze was one that I totally forgot too. So many great.
The first time Patrick Swayze came on the screen, I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot." Oh
yeah,
boy.
I know. So a little bit about Donnie Darko itself. 2001 is when this came out, and let's not get this confused. This took place in the 80s, but came out in 2001.
Right after.
Yeah, right after the other thing that happened.
Right after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And so a lot of their marketing included shots of the planes. Yeah.
Poor taste.
Wow, I mean, I did not know that.
I don't know that it was poor taste. I don't think that they. It was. I think all their marketing was already done, like before. So it was like.
Well, yeah, it was like Spider-Man when the poster with the Twin Towers and his visor. They took that down.
Maybe this timeline was jacked up. You have to go back and
Go
fix
back.
it. You have to go back and fix it.
So, yeah, I mean, all-star cast. Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh yeah, Drew Barrymore was one. I was like, oh, I forgot she was in here. Maggie
she
Gyllenhaal.
was the producer, so she had to get her way in the movie.
Oh, she was. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Who was? Oh, Noah Wiley. He was big at the time.
Wait,
but
Noah Wiley. Who was that?
He was the teacher that talked about the time travel.
Yes.
And then it was shown in the Sundance Film Festival because of the film's advertising featuring a crashing plane and the September 11th attacks had occurred a month and a half before. It was scarcely advertised. This affected the box office performance and grossed under its initial run, grossed under $500,000. $500,000. However, the film gained a cult following after reissues and went on to gross $7.5 million worldwide and earned more than $10 million in U.S. home video sales. So it was listed as number 2 Empire's greatest independent films of all times. And what was the budget on this? Oh, it was only a budget of $4.5 million. Wow, that's not a whole lot of money.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see there isn't a whole lot of special effects or anything. I mean, I think they went back and stole the technology from the Abyss to do the little ghost things or the water funnels coming off of their bodies. It didn't really seem like it was too expensive to make.
Yeah. Well, Jay Shot, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey.
What are our thoughts? Let's talk about this. Initial thoughts. I mean, you kind of started. You started that. Yeah. What were you saying?
My initial thought was I forgot. This is very brain food, very smart, thinky. Got to read a lot into it.
You got to read a lot into it. That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm too ADD. I can't keep my mind focused long enough. So, I had to watch it twice just to be the first time I watched it, I was like, okay, I didn't get any of that again. Again, I didn't get it. And then I put it back on. I was like, okay, I did watch the whole thing, but that still means I didn't get it. Don't really understand.
Mm-hmm.
I think, again, we all watched the director's cut, which is it's so different from the original cut. And I remember watching the original cut over and over again, and I loved it. After watching the director's cut, I was like, I don't know if I like it as much. The ideas are great, though. I think I did like when I watched this. It was during the height of Lost, so I felt like there were so many things that you wanted to. With Lost, there were so many. The best part about Lost was not necessarily the episode itself, is just the lore and what was going on around it. That's how I felt about Donnie Darko. Danny, what were your thoughts?
I kind of told you in the back. I was like, if this is what it feels to do PCP, I don't want to ever do PCP. No, it was
you did say
like
that.
I said, it was, I don't know. I watched the movie a while back, and I got I'm happy I watched it. Like, I like this little portion of our show where we actually have to talk about it, because now I really have to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And I still got the same reaction from back then. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But there were some moments that, like, I was like, I busted out laughing so hard. And like, there were so many moments where I was like, man. And there was one moment in that movie where I was like, man, I love you, Mom. I was like, because I'm telling you, it was like this one moment I was like, man, it reminded me of my mom so bad. I was like, oh my God, that's my mom all the way. But overall, like I said, like I think it was, I love how like, I had to go back and watch like the portion with the director, how he kind of tries to explain the movie. But in the movie, like I was telling you, he put in the movie, like, he was explaining his movie as the movie was going, like when they put the text. So even then I was just like, I'm a little feeling like Unworthy a little bit. I was just like, I could barely fucking remember what was for dinner. like what? You're making me think now. Like, but overall, like, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is great. Like,
yeah,
he was. Oh, that was another thing too. There was another moment there where I was like, this would definitely be me and Unworthy at somewhere, like somewhere debating against somebody. This would.
I bet it was the Smurf part. It was the Smurf
yes!
part, wasn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
I knew it. Yes. That was what I wrote that down. I go, this is Danny and I talking about.
I was like, that is a perfect moment. That I was like, this would definitely be me and Unworthy on Thursday talking about the Smurfs. Like, I was like, this is perfect.
So funny thing about that part, they actually, because they wrote to the makers of Smurfs to see if they could use their figure, and then they give them permission for that part because it was they said it's a very plausible and accurate theory, so they let them include that part.
Nice.
Wow.
I was thinking with that. I thought the same thing when they started talking about that. I go, "That's Danny and I were talking about how Smurfs reproduce," and I guarantee we would have went right into like the scary movie where the aliens were there with their fingers. It's like, oh, this is how we pee.
Yeah, there was a lot of fun. I mean, the movie, like, I think that's what made up for the parts that were very confusing. Like, I was expecting something, like, again, when I watched it back then, I really didn't pay much attention to it. But this time when I'm watching, I was expecting moments that were going to be like, oh my God. But then it's like, I think, like, again, those funny moments, those funny parts, like, really stood out to me. So overall, I don't know.
This was a great part. That was a great part.
That same scene where Jake Gyllenhaal, he's like, "What's the point in living if you don't have a dick?" I was like, "Amen, amen."
Oh man,
It was definitely just like, it was just a kind of a reminder of like, man, like, high school was rough.
Yeah.
In terms of just, oh man, that I didn't understand that because she spoke like perfect English, and yet she in all of her like reports and saying, and then they made her say like shut up, and I didn't understand that.
Yeah, it was weird. I really enjoyed the part where they're like, he wants to kiss her, and she's like explaining like it has to be some, and then she's like, well, also too, like, there's this fat guy staring at us. I was like, yeah, I have to like make like a parody of this in some form. I have to do this parody right here. I have to do this one. That was really funny. Guy's just standing there with his sunglasses and his sweatsuit. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Right when you brought that up earlier, I was like, yeah, my mind instantly went to you when that scene happened.
It was so good. It's like, there were parts. Yeah. I really enjoyed. Oh, that I'm gonna say that when Donnie he shows up after I believe it was after this he came back from the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting with his dad, and his dad is talking to all right. He's sitting with his I meant to put the text up there, but he's sitting with his dad, and his dad is talking to him. And his dad was like, you're because you're smarter than you are. And you know what I say to them? Fuck you. I was like, man, I love you, Mom. Because my mom would have conversations like that with me when I would come home and I was stressed out about something. She would sit me down and she said, you know what? At the end of the day, fuck them. Who cares? Fuck them. My mom used to always do that.
That was a best scene nomination for me. I love that.
Yeah,
talk with his dad.
And the scene in the school where after he told the teacher she could shove her thing up her
and the dad starts laughing.
The dad's like, I'm like, Mom all the way. My mom is like that all the way.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I wrote that in my notes for a different reason, a couple of those scenes, because the first time I watched it, I was like, all right, I got to watch some like theories, because I didn't understand a lot of this again. And they're like, well, he's a troubled child. He had problems. I'm like, he can't be too troubled. Like, his parents love him. Like, he's got a great thing going on with his parents. Dad's making jokes, laughing in the school when he's supposed to be in trouble. He tells his mom, how's it feel to have such a wacko for a son, and she kisses him. She's like, it feels wonderful. I was like, he can't be too troubled. He's got great parents.
Yeah, that's one thing I noted. Like, the parents were actually awesome. Like, a lot of times you see them like panicking. Like, obviously they're concerned as hell about him, but like they're not trying to put the best words. But it's like
they weren't like helicopter parents.
Exactly.
And they're not calling the paddy wagon with the padded walls to haul him off to a loony bin.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They were good parents.
That scene where he's like, where she comes in the room and she's like, he called me a bitch. He says, Dad's like, well, you're bitching, but you're not a bitch. Like, man, if you find yourself somebody that's like, if you find yourself someone that responds that, you guys are gonna make it. And then that scene where they're sitting together, and she's like, you have no right to tell a female how to stick something up their butt. And he's like, we should buy him.
It was not up her butt. It was up her anus.
Up her anus. And he's like, yeah, we should buy him a moped. And she's like, we should get a divorce.
What's up?
And they look at each other like, I'm like, that's a perfect relationship right there. I see why they love their son so much. They're like laid back. It's great. They stood out a lot to me, the parents.
So explain to me what you like. All right. So from maybe because I've read so much about this, when were you like, I have no idea what's going on?
Oh, man. Which time?
Yeah, like you could say all of them. Like, so do you guys understand the whole like what happened? Like,
so my understanding is this is a dark multiversal parody of Groundhog Day. Like, he's just got to keep on reliving this until he gets it right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, and then he finally does get it right, obviously, by dying. So
yeah.
I don't know. I kept getting confused and seeing Frank with the mask on, and then he takes the mask off and he's got the wound.
Yeah.
But then like that doesn't happen until like after.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. I kept on getting confused by the fact that the people were already like, it was like a predetermined thing. Everybody knew what was going on, and like it felt like everybody was trying to guide him, but they didn't know why they were trying to guide him.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I kept getting confused, and I don't want to mix my confusion up because I kept on looking up videos after I'd watch it, like to explain it, and I was like, oh yeah, that did confuse me. And then I'd go back and watch it, and I'd be like, no, still fucking confused. Still don't get it.
How about you?
Like,
Dan?
I have like answers, but just I don't want to. I'm still.
Not word for word, but from the video I watched, they were explaining how he's supposed to be like he's called the receiver, where he's like chosen to he's chosen to kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm still confused as well, where he's like, I guess when this timeline is corrupted in some way, like, and then something about the plane being metal and then the rain being the water, and he's chosen to fix the timeline when it's corrupted, when something's off. So that's kind of what happened in the end. Like all this stuff was like messed up. So he like fixed everything. Like that wasn't supposed to happen. Like what initially happened was what happened in the end. That was what was supposed to happen. It's fucking. I'm confused even saying that. I'm confused. Like it's just weird. It was just like so many. Like I got a lot of. Like I was trying to compare it to the butterfly effect.
Okay.
In a way, I was trying to compare it to it, but then it was like I understood the butterfly effect. Like I can't.
Yeah, because that was a knockoff.
But it'd been better explaining like what the fuck they were doing. Like, damn. I was like, man, like, all right, the butterfly effect. I was like, all right, it's kind of like the butterfly effect. And then I was like, well, it kind of has a similar ending to American Psycho where none of this shit happened. And it's just like, but then they were explaining the time. I'm like, I'm hoping fucking Wally West or somebody shows this motherfucker like it's all this time travel. I love the reference of Back to the Future. I love that reference. But even they did a good job explaining everything. Like I was like, I mean, it's not to say that. Let me take that back. It's not to say that they didn't explain it, the movie, or did a good job explaining it. It's just you have to really pay attention to it.
Yeah, you do.
Like to understand, but also too, you have to like go back and watch videos for them. But that's what I got. That's the understanding I got. It was he was chosen, and because even the synopsis in the movie says like he starts after an accident, he sees this bunny who tells him like starts creating crime. But it's like I didn't really get that neither. Like I didn't get that. Like it was giving me the whole another. I was hoping like from my understanding. Again, I'm paying attention to the movie now. So I'm in my understanding, all right, guy, I haven't seen this movie in a while. So there's this bunny who's going to make him commit murder. And I was like, all right, I'm sold. But then it's like, I watched the movie and I'm like, I didn't get any of that. And then it's like, yeah, he's a receiver. He's supposed to fix the timeline. So like everything, he's warning everybody and all this. It's just weird.
Well, I think that's where his timeline went haywire is because he was supposed to be in bed and die. But because he was out sleepwalking, that's where like, it's like I kept on when I was trying to explain it to my wife, I was like, remember the TVA, you know how there's a branch because things, you know, there's the timeline and there's a branch in the timeline because something goes wrong. Like him not dying, that's the branch. So like they're on a branch and these people are trying to guide that branch back in
Donnie Darko started the Flashpoint. He started the Flashpoint paradox. He changed everything. No, it was weird.
Dying,
yeah, it's just I don't know. It was weird.
Clint, what were your thoughts?
I intentionally did not dig that deep into theories because
he's smart.
I respect my sanity, so.
So I mean, like, what? So what? After watching it,
I thought it was fine.
What do you think happened? Like,
I don't even know where to begin to explain that. I just know with the portal at the end, we just ended up back at the beginning again.
Yeah,
and I just took it at that.
Okay. So the way that I've read things, and then also just like after watching it, I'm like, okay, this is what happened. Supposedly a wormhole opened up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forget how they explain wormholes opening up, but they had a good explanation in there. And it opened up in that, in the beginning when the jet engine fell through. And apparently the only way that it could fix the wormhole in the timeline is to go back into time and fix it, right? So that's what he was supposed to do. And so when he did, it erased everything up until that point, right? So his mom and his and his sister wouldn't have been on the plane,
right?
So he saved everyone there.
So
what I don't understand is that did it stop the plane from crashing?
So I think it stopped the plane from crashing because my idea was that part of the where that part of the engine came from that fell in the house.
Yeah.
That's was caused by the wormhole.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that got shot back into the present.
Yeah.
But it still landed on his house after he fixed it.
After the whole time, I'm like,
before.
I mean, it still lands on his house, and he's in bed and dies. But like his mom and sister weren't on the plane.
But they wouldn't had he not. So
yeah, keep going.
So like it's
his version sounds good, right?
So
see, this is why I want Clint.
The thing is, since he died, none of the events that would have expired that would have caused his mom to go on the plane in the first place
exactly
would have expired.
Yep, exactly. But would the plane still have? Does the plane still crash? Because that's the engine from the plane.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, right.
That's why I kept That's why I kept my explanation at surface level because now.
See, so that's where I'm like, all right, I can. If I don't think about that, then I'm fine with like him. Like, all right, he saves his mom and he just saves his mom and his sister from going on.
Okay. So my question is, what exactly did he do? Because he just drives and it flashes to white and then it goes back. I'm like, I don't know what he actually did.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, how did we? Like, I know because of the vortex and everything, but we just see him driving and it fades to white.
The jet engine was the vessel that got him back, right?
I don't know.
No, the vessel is the proof of the wormhole opening up or something.
Yeah, because they did make a point at the very beginning. They don't know where it came from. That was like the explicit point.
Right. Because there was a turbine in a house, but no crashed planes in
it. Exactly.
Yeah, and they said something about the serial numbers being scratched off or something like that. I don't know.
Now here's another thing too: is it feels like if he died, the first half of the movie where he doesn't die, he ousts Patrick Swayze as a terrible, terrible human being. But in the world where he dies, is that Patrick Swayze goes on being a terrible human being?
Exactly. That's one thing I didn't really think, but it showed him crying during that
because
montage of that world.
They all like got from that's another thing too that I
because they made point because
go ahead, Clint. It's gonna probably sound better for you.
What'd you say?
Yeah, so that was kind of the point at the end. Like all of them that were the big players in this, they experienced like dreamish memories of some of this what transpired. Is what I took.
Okay.
So like fragments. That's kind of why the mom and Jenna Malone were waving at each other at the end, because even though I don't think they actually met each other in the movie, I think they're supposed to knew each other in that timeline. So they have
Patrick Swayze was crying because like he saw the reality where he got totally busted for
something like that.
I hate that they made him a monster. I was so happy to see Patrick Swayze in this movie
man.
I was like, fuck.
Let's talk about that for a little bit. Like that was a point I did laugh out loud with his video when he was like,
I laughed at the whole like segment where he's like where Donnie Darko was like, you know what I think you're like the fucking Antichrist. I was like, yes.
I am. I'm terribly scared and confused.
Oh man. I can't.
Alberto, the fact that he did survive the engine crash exposed everyone's dirty laundry. So by him dying, everything went back to being normal.
Send him a link. Get on. I need you to explain this to me.
so Patrick Swayze just got to keep old Cunningham.
So that was the original time.
That's
I'm still
horrifying.
confused.
The implications of that is pretty horrifying, really. That Cunningham went on to continue being a monster.
Yeah.
Either you get it or you don't. No need to have an IQ of
Yeah,
5,000.
well, there you go. Guilty.
I mean,
well,
I think there's. Keep going.
So, like, the thing is, this was the first time I've ever watched it, and like lately, everything's been time travel and alternate realities lately. So it was kind of easier to accept some of these things, but still, having to actually verbally explain them is a different story.
Sure. I think you're gonna have to just be like, okay, I don't know. I don't know if the plane still crashed, or I don't know if Patrick Stewart still gets away with these things.
Oh, Patrick.
That's
Swayze.
the other universe.
Swayze Stewart.
Patrick Swayze here. Come on now.
Professor X. Sorry.
Yeah, he dies in a plane crash, and then you see the plane crashes into his house, and you see Patrick Stewart going, "Why am I even here? Where is my X-Men?"
They really dug deep into that multiverse piece.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. Can we just say Seth Rogen? Like,
I just realized he was. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Like,
he's
so
straight off
out
the
of
bat,
character.
my LVP.
Oh, really? He was?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I have a very strong pick for LVP.
Yeah, I have a few. Any other things that you want to? I mean, I wrote just a few things in my notes. Drew Barrymore, not a great teacher.
That's the exact note I had. I'm like,
I was like, she got fired for a reason.
It was
hot. When Jenna Malone comes in, she's like, sit whoever you think is the cutest. I'm like,
that's
why?
That's what I think that's when I wrote Drew Barrymore, not a great teacher. And then I wrote, I had to point this out. I was like, these guys are so mean to that girl.
Dude.
So mean. I did like that dinner conversation at the beginning. Will you still be working at the yarn barn? Because I heard that's a great job to raise kids with. And Donnie calling his mom a bitch. And then I just have a few more, but
rewatching it the first time, I was like, oh man, I forgot Maggie Gyllenhaal kind of had it going on when she was younger. What the fuck happened? She did not age well.
Yeah, she did look great, and I thought she's just an incredible actress. Like, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's great in everything she does, and she was great in this. Like,
have you ever seen? Not to get too off subject, but there's a movie Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell, where like he hears like a narrator in his voice or in his head. Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
She's in that.
It's been a long time.
She is like smoking. Like, I don't know what it is about that movie, like her character and the way she acts. I don't know, something about that movie. Always reminds me like, ooh, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
So, anyways, like casting wise, like for her to play his sister, like you could tell they were actually brother and sister.
Yeah, definitely. That what a crazy kind of just family to be like, yeah, I'm an actor, my sister's an actor, and they're both like pretty prominent actors in Hollywood, right? I think their parents, his dad was a director, his mom was like a screenplay writer.
Or so there are. I don't think it was a director. He was a director, but he was something prominent.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but you also got to be like talented, and they're both pretty talented. So pretty crazy that it came from the same family. All right, let's go to categories. We have many categories as we talk about the movie. The first one being MVP. Who is the MVP of Donnie Darko for you, Unworthy?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Clint. His angsty teenager attitude throughout the whole thing is just really good.
he was top notch, no doubt. Danny, same.
No, I actually like the parents. Parents were like the best in that movie for me. I really enjoyed the parents. Well, the dad more. The dad was just like the shit.
Oh, can we talk about? We didn't talk about her that much. Mary McDonald, the mom.
Yeah,
like always had a crush on her in every movie that she's been in. She's awesome. She's such a great actress. Like so good. Yeah. Loved it. Oh, Parents Dad, that's a good one. I'm gonna say Jake. All right, Sixth Man. Now, the Sixth Man is the person who didn't have a whole lot of screen time, but every time they were on screen, they were incredible. Clint.
I was gonna pick the parents for that one.
Parents were good. Yeah, I think I was gonna do that. Unworthy.
I was having a hard time deciding between Jim Cunningham and I can't remember the teacher's name, the one that he argues with about love and fear. Like, I don't feel like she played too much of a role. Like, she was in a lot.
She played that role well, though.
She really, she kind of was the catalyst for a lot of his actions.
Yeah, I forgot to bring up my favorite line. Sometimes I doubt your commitment to sparkle motion.
Yes. Yes. To sparkle motion. Yes.
Yeah. And she's one of those character actresses who is always going to commit and be a good part of it.
I can't remember her name, but that's who I am.
Beth Grant.
Who?
The actress?
Yeah.
Beth Grant. Yeah.
Beth Grant. What other roles was she in?
Oh.
It seems like she's always that type of character in every movie. And I don't know if that's why I have such a hard time thinking of what else she's been in.
Because she just pops up everywhere.
She was in Home Alone, Lost in New York.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the maids or the hotel staff or whatever.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And every time she would get that big wide eyes,
oh,
good,
good call. She was in Speed. She was the one that died in the bus. Nice
and
call.
She was in Child's Play too.
Child's Play too. Danny, Six Man.
I was gonna say the parents again. No, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal's sisters. I think she's hot. That one scene where she was sitting with black hair. Oh my god! I was just like, this engine falls. I'm gonna save you. I'm your neighbor. I'm gonna say she's hot. I was like, Rachel.
I mean, yeah, I will say the dad, but I have to say the littlest sister was really good.
Well, yeah. She's Lilo.
In Lilo and Stitch, she's Lilo?
Yeah.
Really?
Really? Wow. She is?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. What is this actress's name?
It starts with a D, but yeah, it's the same.
Oh, David Chase. Oh, wow, she was Lilo. Wow, really?
She was Lilo?
Oh, she was in The Ring too.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like her. Nope. Nope. No, I just saw it now. I clicked on it and I was like, really? But then I saw The Ring. I was like,
fuck that kid.
Fuck that. No, that movie, listen, that movie fucks with me bad.
I know. Somehow it always gets brought up here every show.
It's crazy though, because if NECA releases an Ultimate figure, I'm buying two of them. I want them. I'm not watching the movie.
How has NECA not made that figure?
I had somebody 3D print me the well so I could do a photo with it. I have the well. I just can't watch it. Oh, I can't even watch it.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it fucks with me.
I've never seen him do a faster 3.
I almost dropped my phone when I saw. I was like, "Oh nope."
Oh, she was Lilo. Oh, fuck this kid.
It's like that one scene in Scary Movie. The priest walks in. He was like, "Just do it for the child." He's like, "Fuck this!" And he runs out.
Yes.
Oh man, no.
Scary movie. Oh man. LVP.
Oh shit.
Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
Like her role in this made zero sense.
It really did make no sense.
And like when she got fired, she's getting this big like dramatic scene. I'm like, why do we care?
Because she's like the best teacher in the whole school, according to Donnie Darko. Unworthy.
I think it was Seth Rogen, just because he was like the most notable person. Like as I was watching, there was a lot of like people that like Maggie and Jake, obviously, and Patrick Swayze. They're big names that you remember, but then when there's really not too many other big names. So for Seth Rogen to be in this movie, I was like, okay, it's got to be him. I don't usually like him anyway, so he's the lead
value. Danny.
I didn't like the teacher that was told to stick the thing up her anus. I hated her. Every fucking time she was on screen, I wanted to like say the same thing. I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her at all.
That means like the character worked though, because you're supposed to feel all those things.
I even then, like I don't even like the person now.
LVP could work so many ways. So.
You did a great job, because if I see you in person, I'm probably, hey, you were in Donnie Darko, right? Yeah. So you could take that movie and shove a bit up your anus. Yeah, I'm not. Wasn't a fan of hers.
I'm gonna say Donnie's friends.
Oh yeah,
I like them.
They're all kind of forgettable.
They were just best scene.
Ooh.
Oh God, I have a few.
For me, I think my favorite scene is the part that when he's in the auditorium there, and Jake's in the auditorium, and he's like, "I am nervous. I'm scared. I'm confused. I think you're the Antichrist." I thought like that made me laugh out loud.
So good.
So
Man.
I think that was probably my favorite scene.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's similar, but it's during the classroom scene where he tells her where to stick it.
Yeah, that was good. For me, I'm gonna say the Smurf talk. That was the one that I was crying. It's like, how do you live without your dick? I was like, yep, well, I agree. It was great. That was a great scene. There's a lot of good ones.
That was a good scene. I'm gonna say the pep talk with his dad.
Yeah, that was another one. It was really good.
Any unanswerable questions?
What was the point of that slow-mo scene introducing all the teachers? Like at when he first goes to school, there's like this weird extended slow-mo scene where they're zooming in on all the teachers and supporting cast. And I'm just like, okay. And it literally went nowhere.
I see, and that's where I'm like, was this a director's cut thing or was that in the original? And that's what I can't remember.
Yeah.
What was the old lady's name?
Lady
Death. Every time, like she kept saying the same thing to him. I always go back. I went back to the Planet of the Apes thing where she's like, "Let me borrow $20 to the bar." Like I always went back to that every time she said that. Like I was trying to picture that one thing, and I was like, "Man, she's fucking weird, bro." Like she had this, like it's like, man.
That's my unanswerable question. Other than pretty much everything I felt was unanswerable, but my biggest unanswerable question was: did Lady Death write that book because she knows she's stuck in this time loop, this dark multiversal Groundhog's Day? Did she write this book in order. Finally, like after like the 15th or 16th time, and she's getting old, she's like, you know what? I'm going to write a book, and I'm just going to put it on the teacher's desk, and the teacher's going to give Donnie the book, and he'll fucking figure it out finally.
Yeah. So my non-serious theory for that was basically the same situation as The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
I've never seen.
Oh, they sent messages from the future to the past via mailbox.
Wait, say that one more time again. Explain this to me again.
It's so basically, I forget who's in the future, but so basically, the mailbox is like the temporal, whatever you call it. So whatever they put into the mailbox gets sent to the past, or vice versa.
Okay, yeah. So, wait, did he send something though?
He put that letter in the mailbox for her to see, and she eventually gets it, and she's like, "A storm's coming," and then the storm came.
Oh.
So she had wrote this book regardless of the fact that she was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just wondered if it was something like if there was something to that, because it kept on coming back to her, even though she really had nothing to do with the story other than to tell him exactly what was going on and like how to kind of straighten it out. Like with the vessel, the living messenger, the dead messenger, or whatever. Because like Frank was the dead messenger.
I have a question. This is a very an unanswerable question. What was the point of because maybe I missed it. What was the point of the bunny suit? What was the point of that?
It was Halloween.
Yeah, it's just what he was wearing.
That was like it had nothing to do with the time travel. Like that was it. It was just Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck this movie.
He's the guy. He ran over.
I thought it had like a specific meaning to it. Like I was like nothing.
Oh, he ran over his girlfriend in the bunny suit and then got clapped for it.
Wait, that wasn't his girlfriend. His girlfriend was Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
No, he ran over Jake's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Frank was Jake Gyllenhaal's sister's boyfriend?
Yeah. That's why
he was on the way to the party.
How did I not pick that up? I've watched this movie like 5 billion times.
See, I don't think he really either he didn't know it was his sister's boyfriend. Like when he sees him with the hole in his face.
Yeah.
Like maybe he didn't know. Or not in the movie theater, wherever the hell they were. I don't know, there were so many times.
I'm high.
But I got so fucking confused. Yeah, there was a couple times I was watching this. It's like, am I like high right now?
I'm fucking high right now. I don't know what's going on. I turned my central air on today because it was nice and warm. I was like, is there smoke coming through this fucking vent? Like, what is going on? Oh man.
All right. Well, this one, like I tried to look up some scenes. I'm like, I think we should save them for like the big show. Like there are a few scenes that I feel like we could do better.
Yeah,
we should get Alberto on because he knows this movie. So we
he really does.
Alberto, you definitely need to come on and like explain this to me, please.
He really does know this movie. All right, Alberto, get ready for your score. Why don't you give us your score? 1 out of 5, 5 being the best thing you've ever seen, 1 being the worst. What do we give this movie, Danny?
Honestly, this is gonna be a breaker. This one right here is a 1. I give this movie a 1.
What?
Wow.
I hate. I'm sorry. I mean, in all respect to everybody who does enjoy the movie, I just couldn't really get into it. Like there were times where I was like although some things there were funny moments, there are parts where like it. Like I just think the confusion of it just took me right out. Like as soon as I was getting confused, I was like, okay, I shouldn't be frustrated watching a movie. Like it's not a fucking test. Like I don't want to feel like I'm in like I have to do like I'm like the whole time I'm like, and then then I was like rewinding to trying to see, wow, I missed something. Then after the movie, I'm on YouTube looking up like things for people to explain. I'm still not understand. I'm like, and they say I give it a 1. It's not a movie I'm gonna ever watch again.
It takes weeks because real question is, will Danny give it 3.5 or 5? And then Here's his next one.
Wait.
Yeah. All respect. Listen, that's all respect. Whoever likes it. Like, if you enjoy it and you understand it, good. I'm just sorry. It just took me right out.
So is this going to create a paradox for us now?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. We're going to be living in a loop forever.
I'm going to be looking for that vessel.
I just messed up the timeline. Now we got to fix this. Yeah, no, it's a 1 for me.
Unworthy?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say it was a 1. But I will say, I remember watching this when I was younger and thinking, this is a great movie. This is a great movie, even though I didn't understand it. And after watching it again twice, and then I was ready to watch it the third time, so I was like, I'm going to watch this director's cut. Only to find out that I was already watching the director's cut. And I feel the same way as Danny does. I felt like it was too confusing. And just from what I remembered, it was not that good of a movie. Like, I probably will never watch it again until I absolutely have to. So I'm going to say that this movie is only a 2.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming when you're saying. Clint?
Wow, y'all are mean tonight.
I know, seriously.
3. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I thought all the ingredients were there. I just think it needed to be mixed a little bit better, but I still enjoyed it.
Good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I know. This is a paradox because y'all are the mean ones.
And he's like, oh, quit being so hard on him.
I'm giving this movie a 4. I love this movie.
I mean, you watched it in college, right?
Many times.
It was like after, like, maybe the last year, the last couple of years, but really, it really like got me through my like post college.
Here's a real question: how much pot did you smoke watching this movie?
Yeah. Can you answer that?
I'm not kidding. I
want him to answer it. I want to hear the answer.
He was like,
I mean, there like I said, it got me through my post college time.
You don't have to answer live, but before we log off tonight, I want to know.
Man, this movie though, I love this. I did enjoy watching it this time around too. So I was like, wow, this is great. Though my wife, every time she came in, it was like when all his friends were being so mean. She's like, why? What is with this movie? I'm like, you're just. I mean, and then like there was a huge like Smurf thing. She's like, again, this movie. And I was like, these are bad parts. I was like, well, a lot happened in between.
But is there a lot?
Yeah. You guys are mean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can why don't we get like, so we want to do this like movie thing like once a month, right? So let's choose our movie so we have plenty of time to do it, and we'll pick a time. Clint, it looks like you have an idea.
I think it's Clint's turn. I've been keeping track.
Okay.
I mean, technically it's Josh's turn, but Clint, he's here. He's not here, so Clint.
Well, Josh, I felt like chose all of like the Planet of the Apes, so we did those.
No, that was me.
Was that you? All of them?
Oh, well, I mean, I mentioned Planet of the Apes.
I think, and then I think Josh said all of them.
So let's watch all of them. Yeah.
So I have 2 choices: Twister or RRR.
RR.
Oh, RRR.
That's is that the like with the lion? Yes, let's watch this. RRR. Yes.
Because just every clip I see of it is perfect.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm like, I think that would be a good choice for us to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I think Danny and Unworthy. I think you guys. Yes, I agree. I haven't seen it. I've heard
hated it.
It'll be something we can experience
you saw
together.
It?
I'm gonna give it a 1. No, I'm just playing. I haven't watched.
Did you watch it? Oh,
no, I haven't seen it.
It's from the makers of Donnie Darko. Just kidding.
Let's watch The Ring.
I'd rather Ray Stevenson in it. It can't be too bad.
No, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I think you guys will like it. All right. Well, hey,
Hey, man.
plugs.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
We got a special episode on Thursday that I have no clue about. So
I do.
There's a
He's wrong.
special.
He don't know either.
There's this fan or some sort. Unworthy has a big secret. I have no idea. I'm just excited. I love surprises, whether they're fun or not. I love surprises. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, Unworthy, you probably explain it better than me. I have no idea. It's gonna be a surprise show.
Yes, this Thursday on A Worthy Addiction, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only here on YouTube. We are finally going to have the answer as to who is the number one Toy Addict 17 fan, as we are having the president of the fan club on to debate how much more they know about Danny than I do. Which apparently is a fucking lot, by the way.
So is this going to be a game?
There might be games. This guy is already playing a game about how much he can fuck around without finding out.
I'm excited. This is fun.
It was just the opportunity to play Dannerdy.
Oh man.
Danny.
If I can calm down enough to come up with a game, we might have to work that in.
You got 3 days.
Just watch Donnie Darko again. You'll forget all about it.
Yeah, but then I won't remember what I'm supposed to be doing.
I can't believe you gave Donnie Darko a 1. I'm still. Like,
it really, honestly, like it
was like the 1-2 punch. You gave it a 1, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, Unworthy would give it a 3."
Wait,
no,
give it a 2.
It took me right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, the movie, like it had its good fun moments, like the funny moments. It just when this movie's like that, where it's just too much of that going on, it like takes me right. Like I'm telling you, there were times where I rewind so I could see if I missed something. And then there were times where I like paused it and got on TikTok and watched videos because I was like, all right, this is really fucking with my head right now. So, but then
Danny paused and rewind. He's like, "Did I miss something?" And then he's like,
I almost lied. I
didn't miss anything.
I almost like skipped over it and just said little bits of it and be like, "Hey, yeah, I watched this whole movie." And I was like it almost became that, but like it's not. But it's not for everybody.
This is what's great about this is we're gonna hit movies that we all may like, and then ones that we don't like, and we have a good discussion about it.
Yeah,
like we had a really good discussion about Donnie Darko. This is a good discussion.
Yeah.
All right, so a Worthy Addiction this Thursday, and we have a Toy Addict Fanatic.
Oh man, I wonder.
The Toy Addict Fanatic.
Try to register that
one. Toy Addict
Fanatic. Do you like those promos like where it's just like a blank screen, change the voice? Like do a promo like that.
You're talking like it's me. It's not me.
I'm a little scared.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, it's not you.
I'm a little afraid. I swear, if my ex-wife shows up on a live, I'm gonna get her off right. It's gonna be a very interesting. I don't think she's a fan.
She stopped responding to me, but her lawyers were very nice and told me to stop sending her.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Well, you'll find Clint putting up some fantastic photos. Oh, we didn't even talk about X-Men. We'll talk about it again. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Rip my fucking heart out. I don't even want to talk about it.
God, that was so good though. Let's do it. We'll do an X-Men episode next week. And TPC with the Toy Daddies, myself, No Chewing, Yimbo reviews everything this Wednesday at 8:45. We don't have any guests. We're just gonna talk, hang out, and it's gonna be a nice hang with the Toy Daddies. So.
Yes. And shout out to Yimbo for that awesome video we showed of him being Bob Ross.
Oh my God.
Such a beautiful video.
That was like,
thank you. Shout out to Yimbo. That shit was perfect. When I saw it, I was like, dude, I need this for a quote for the end of the show. I need this. He's like, go for it. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Those 3 seconds dope. Were just beautiful.
Yeah, like that's him. Like it's like he's like we see he's Bob Ross in an alternate universe. He's Bob Ross.
I am still thinking about it, Alberto. But we have some time. But are you doing it?
I don't even know what it is.
I don't even know
It's
what that is.
the guys who did Fox. It's Fox Forge. They did Stardust. Dusk.
Like
So.
Cody Rhodes, Stardust.
I knew you were going to go there.
That's Stardust. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the chat. And Alberto, you were awesome. Oh, you are back. Yeah, awesome. And I'm so glad that all of you came. It was a lot of fun. And we'll see you next week for another episode of Toy Talk.